I hear people refer to cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT all the time, and I used to only had a vague sense of what they were talking about. I'd heard that CBT was useful for treating BFRBs, but I didn't really understand the mechanics of it. And so I'm making this video to sort of explore, share what I've learned in the process. Maybe you've seen this triangle before, our thoughts, feelings, and actions. And I think this is a good way to summarize CBT, basically saying that any thought that we have can and will influence both our feelings and actions and vice versa. They all influence each other. And so bringing this to BFRBs, we can see our process diagram and say we have this feeling, this urge that we feel, and it leads towards our BFRB, which is an action, which then in it of itself creates another feeling, relief, but that relief now brings about thoughts of shame, and that shame now creates another feeling of discomfort, and the cycle continues again. And so without CBT, all of this sort of happens under this big cloud, this fog, and we don't really understand what's going on below the surface. Maybe we get caught up in these focused picking sessions or that trance, and we can't really differentiate our thoughts and our feelings from our action. So again, in practicing CBT, we can that fog lifts, it dissipates a little bit, and we can sort of start seeing some space in between those things. CBT says that we don't really have a lot of control over our feelings as much as we'd like to control them, but we do have more space to control our thoughts. And so this is where we can start identifying, some of these distortions, these cognitive distortions, these untrue thoughts that we're thinking, and gathering evidence to respond to them more strategically. So that's just one example of how CBT can help your BFRB.